Okay, so you're looking for a handgun, but you don't know which one. I'm hoping some of the things that I'm about to tell you will help you either figure out what you want, if not give you a bit of an idea of what you're looking for. Quick thing, if you like this type of content, you like what I'm putting out, feel free to hit that like button or subscribe to my channel. Also, leave a comment down below, like what do you do to help you kind of sift through or figure out what firearm that you're looking for, whatever need you have. Do you just watch a YouTube video? Do you read some articles? Or you just walk in blind and point a finger and like, I'll go with that? Let me know. So, the first thing you want to ask yourself, and this doesn't just apply for handguns, it's really for all guns, is what is the general purpose? Do you want it for everyday carry or concealed carry? You generally want something a little bit smaller, depending on your overall body size, so you can easily and comfortably move around. Do you want it for home defense? Which for that I would say just get a full-size handgun. Like I have my SIG X5 Legion right here. Do you want it for defense while you're out hunting? If that were the case, I would say always get a full-size handgun and then get a 10mm. SIG makes the X10, which is a really good option. It's really just what you're looking for and what you're comfortable with. Or is it merely just for target shooting? Do you want to get a base Glock and just Gucci it out so you can take it to the range and kind of show it off? Or is it a mixture of each? You need to have a pretty good idea what the general purpose of the handgun is, what its main focus, because you can use it for multiple things. I mean, you can conceal carry a Glock 19 as well as put it in a nightstand for home defense. You can, have a Staccato 2011 for target shooting or for competition, but also use it for home defense. It really just depends on what your purpose is. Next, you want to make sure the ergonomics are comfortable in your hand. Because if it's not comfortable to hold, you're not going to want to train with it. You're not going to be as confident with it, and you're going to be a liability to yourself and those around you. Make sure that it is something that you feel like it is nice in the hand and it fits you. You also want to make sure for ergonomics that you can operate the controls, such as obviously the trigger, your magazine release here, and then your slide catch or slide release, who cares which one it's called. And then if you have a weapon light, you want to make sure that your support hand can operate that weapon light. That way in an emergency situation, you don't have to remove your hand to move it around. You can maintain that same good shooting grip and then operate what you need to at a moment's notice. You also want to make sure that you can rack the slide. I've had multiple people fall in love with handguns when I was selling firearms or at work, and they would really like it, they really want it, everything works great, but then they buy it, take it to the range, and they can't rack it because it's a little bit too much, or they have to get a device to help them rack it. Make sure that you're able to operate the firearm before you purchase it. Because if you can't operate it, it's pretty much just a really expensive paperweight. The third thing that you're going to want to take into consideration is going to be the caliber. That is going to be a little bit similar to the first thing that we did when it's general purpose. But for that, it's say if you're just going target shooting, 22 long rifle is a really good option. It's cheap. You can shoot all day and not break the bank. You can get in bulk really easy, and there's very minimal recoil. Next, if you're looking for like a defensive gun where there's concealed carry, home defense, 9mm is the gold standard, it would seem. 45 ACP is a good option as well, and if those are a bit much, you can always go with 380. Those three are really, in my opinion, what the average person should be looking for. I recommend going to a range where you can rent a firearm with one, if not all three, shoot them, and just kind of get an idea of like what you're comfortable with and what you want to carry. Because you can always get a firearm of a different caliber later on if you decide to change. And when it comes to a defensive use while you're hunting, everyone I've talked to about that says that 9mm is not even an option. Don't even think about 380. 45 is not bad, but 10mm is really where you should be at. That's what everyone should carry. It's best for putting down larger game for handguns. It's got a bit more power compared to a 45 or a 9. And it's one of those things where you don't really want to risk your life just so you can carry a handgun that's got a little bit less kick. I've never been charged at by like a grizzly bear or anything, but I'm guessing if that were to happen, I'd prefer to have a 10mm in my hand. Okay, so the fourth and final thing is going to be the overall price. Is this something that fits into your budget? Is it something you can afford? Are you going to have to settle for something that you didn't want because the thing you want costs a little bit more than what you're budgeting for? So for that, for somebody who's worked in the firearms industry of directly selling from an FFL to the customer or being a representative, overall, people that save up and buy what they want, do the buy once, cry once type thing, they are a lot happier than the people that kind of settle a little bit and buy a different firearm from what they're actually wanting. From what I've seen, the people that buy a different firearm from what they're actually wanting end up buying it, having that firearm they don't want, sell it at a used price, sell it at a loss, and then buy the gun that they want. Which in the long run ends up saying, say you wanted to save up, get a Glock 17 Gen 5, you're going to end up paying more money in the long run because you sold that other one at a loss to get it. People that, like I said, do the buy once, cry once, save up a bit more, buy what they're looking for, buy a nice handgun, such as something similar to like this SIG Sauer P320, the X5 Legion, are generally a lot happier. I've noticed people come back and they're like, I'm glad I saved up, I'm glad I waited, I got what I wanted, hey, I couldn't get it right now, but everything worked out in the end. So when it comes to price and budget, I'm not telling you what to do with your money, do whatever you want, but in my experience, for what I've seen, generally saving up to get what you want is a rather bit better than settling. At least that's what I like to do. Do whatever you want to do. Okay, so quick recap. 1, what is the general purpose? 2, ergonomics. Does it feel good in the hand? Can I operate the controls? 3, what is the caliber? Is this something that I can control? Is it too powerful for what I'm trying to use it for, or is it too underpowered? Will it be effective? And 4, is it too expensive? Can I afford this? Do I need to save up for it? Should I do like a layaway program? That's really up to you. I'm not going to try and give you any financial advice, but that's something that you need to think about. I hope this video has helped you out, get some sort of an idea of what you're trying to do when it comes to buying a handgun first, especially coming from somebody who's worked for FFLs for a couple years and helped a lot of people buy either their first handgun or a handgun for a specific purpose. If you like this video, feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. I really appreciate it. It helps out the algorithm, and I hope you have a great day and good luck.